Mr. Powerlifter.
Yep, that's me.
It is heavy. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take the core support off of your square body pickup truck.
Okay guys, when we last left off, I got rained on and I just disconnected these hoses over here on the radiator. It's just two hoses, one went right there and the other one down here. A lot of coolant came out of this one, of course, because the radiator was full, so keep that in mind. You definitely want a drip pan of some sort. And yeah, it's just two screws for these clamps, nothing special. There is a clip right here dab in the middle on the top of the fan shroud, and you want to remove this clip, so you can just spread it open with a screwdriver and then take your wire out of it. And I just lost my screwdriver, oh well. And then you get your what is this? This is 3/8 socket. Get your 3/8 socket wrench, and there's a bolt right here. Get a better angle of it. There's a bolt right here on the fan shroud, so you just untighten this. I hate it when they put bolts in tight spaces like this so that my big fingers can't get around it. There we go. And now this wire is free. This is the battery cable that goes to the passenger side, and another cable that probably goes to this sensor here on the radiator. This sensor right here is a 9/16, I believe. Yeah, 9/16. Again, use this style wrench end if you can, so that you don't round it off. And I got another adjustable wrench to hold this part of it so that it doesn't crack the plastic radiator here. Alright guys, so I got that sensor off, and I got this bolt right here that was 3/8. One of the bolts holding the wiring, and I just draped it over the tire here. Now I'm about to get this bolt right here towards the middle. There's two middle bolts on the top of the shroud, and they're both 10mm. So we're just gonna send it here. Got one out. This is hard to do when you only have one hand to work with. Alright, I got those top bolts out. That might be all the bolts. I'm looking down the bottom there. I don't see anything right away that's keeping in. Oh, there's my screwdriver down there. Camera won't focus on it, but it's down there. So I think I'm ready to just yank this shroud out. Okay guys, so I looked a little bit closer, and there are two bolts. One is right there next to the frame rail on the driver's side, and the other one is in the same spot on the passenger side, down under the truck here. There you go, you can see it. I believe it's the same size. If it's not, I'll tell you. Okay guys, so I ran into a little bit of a weird one. So right here on the driver's side underneath the truck on the fan shroud, it was a 10mm, and the top two bolts were, I believe, 10mm as well. But this one over here on the passenger side was a 3/8. So I got the fan shroud detached from the underside, and I thought that this was going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I was just going to push the fan shroud back towards the motor and undo the radiator and we'd be good. But apparently these engine oil cooler lines are attached to the shroud here. I wonder if this size fits it. Ooh, I'm good. I'm good. All right, so that's another 3/8 there for this bolt that holds the engine cooler lines. And once that is detached from there, I might end up taking these lines right here and unhooking those. So if they're anything like they were yesterday, they should be 3/4. And that is correct, they are 3/4. So just undo them here. You might want to take a big adjustable wrench and hold this flange right here. This is metal flange on a plastic radiator, just to keep it from spinning and whatnot. But I guess that's up to you. You may not even have to hold that. That may just be a weird one there. But anyways, so we're gonna undo those and then push the fan shroud back, and then take off the front clips that go on top of the radiator. Okay, back to the top of the radiator. We've got this I don't know what you call this, a valance or a cover. Anyways, there's 2 bolts, one on each side. They're both 10mm here and here. You've also got 2 10mm bolts, one here, and there should be one there, but mine's been taken out over time. And then this shroud piece should come off. There it is, out of the truck. He'll buff out. Alright, so now I just gotta get these bolts off the top of the radiator. So these are, what are these? These are 1/2-inch bolts here on top of the radiator. There's 2 bolts on each side. Check it out, guys. I got the radiator out of the truck. That's a huge milestone right there, a little bit. And so now there should be just 2 bolts in the bottom holding the radiator up, and some electrical wiring that I'll have to detach. Here's the ground wire right here. I'll know I have to detach. Let's see here. Is this a 1/2 inch? Yep, that's a 1/2 inch there for the ground wire. And there's another one over there that looks like my dad already disconnected it at one point. So yeah, it should be pretty easy. I just now spotted, okay, that's just a stud, never mind. I'm just looking around trying to see if I can see anything that would help you guys. I already showed you how to take the headlights out, so that should be fairly simple in the last video. So I think all that I gotta do is take the headlights off and fish the wires out of the core support, and then undo it at the bottom. Alright guys, just wanted to take a moment to let you know that you're gonna have 4 of these rubber boots here, I guess, that go on the radiator. Make sure that you keep track of those, as well as all of your bolts. I put mine in a plastic bag. And one of your rubber boots there might be stuck in your top mount. And I was looking around for my 3rd boot, and I was like, no, I hope it didn't fall in the oil pan. But yeah, it's here in the top bracket of the radiator, so make sure you look there first if you're missing one. Got a antenna here that was on the fender. Probably gonna put a bullet antenna on my fender. This was a regular antenna and it broke off one day in the car wash, so probably gonna get a bullet antenna to replace it. That way I don't have to fill the hole. Okay guys, I've got everything set up. So I've got a chain on the front side, just a big heavy chain to keep it from going backwards. And I've got a ratchet strap tied to that engine swap mount right there, so that it doesn't try to go towards the engine when I undo this core support here, because I'm doing it by myself. And it's a 3/4 inch socket for both the bottom nut and the top bolt. I'm about to get it with the impact hammer on a swivel extension so that I can get around that hook right there. And make sure that you try to use 6-point sockets instead of 12-point sockets, because 6-point sockets are much stronger. And definitely use black sockets rather than chrome sockets. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this upload. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care, have a great day.